Superhero games are everywhere, but only a few really make those powers feel great in your hands. I'm Alice, and this list mixes massive Marvel hits, dark DC adventures, fighters, co-op brawlers, and a few creative surprises that still matter in 2026. Let's jump into the list. At number 1, Marvel Rivals turns superhero powers into fast team battles, where every hero feels genuinely different. Spider-Man swings overhead, Hulk crashes through fights, and Doctor Strange reshapes space, while teams combine abilities for bigger plays. I love how chaotic matches can become without losing each character's identity. If you're enjoying the list, hit like, subscribe, and comment your favorite superhero game below. The active seasonal updates also keep the roster and strategies moving, so there is always something new to learn. For players who want competitive Marvel action, this is easily one of the strongest superhero games available right now. The destructible maps add another layer, and regular hero editions keep matches feeling unpredictable for returning players. Taking number 2, Marvel's Spider-Man 2 makes moving through New York almost as satisfying as the fights themselves. Peter and Miles swap quickly, web wings speed up traversal, and each hero brings different powers into combat. Venom and Kraven give the story plenty of pressure, while side activities break up the bigger missions. I still think swinging across the city is the real star. Few superhero games make simply traveling from one objective to another feel consistently this good. Number 3 belongs to LEGO Batman: Legacy of the Dark Knight, a fresh 2026 adventure that rebuilds Bruce Wayne's story with classic LEGO humor. Gotham is open for driving, gliding, grappling, fighting, and solving crimes, while familiar villains keep the campaign moving. I really like how the combat feels punchier than older LEGO games without losing the playful tone. It works for younger players, longtime Batman fans, and anyone who wants an easier superhero game with plenty to explore freely. At number 4, Dispatch takes superhero gaming somewhere completely different by putting you behind a desk instead of above a city. You manage a messy team of powered heroes, choose who handles emergencies, and deal with relationships between calls. The choices can be funny, awkward, or surprisingly emotional. I honestly love how human the whole setup feels. It's less about throwing punches and more about deciding what kind of hero, coworker, and person you really want to become personally. Retro energy drives number 5, Marvel Cosmic Invasion, a colorful beat-em-up packed with familiar heroes from across the Marvel universe. You can switch between 2 characters during stages, build combos, and team up locally or online. Spider-Man, Wolverine, Storm, Captain America, and plenty more all bring different attacks. I think the pixel art looks fantastic in motion. It is simple to understand, satisfying with friends, and perfect when you want superhero action without a huge time commitment either. Brutality takes over at number 6 with Invincible vs, a 3-on-3 fighter built around the violent style of the comics and animated series. Teams can tag during combos, call assists, and turn small openings into huge damage. Omni-Man, Invincible, Atom Eve, and other familiar characters make the roster instantly recognizable. I like how accessible the basic controls feel despite the speed. If you want competitive superhero fights with a much harder edge, this one definitely stands apart from most competitors. Web swinging earns number 7 for Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered, which still delivers one of the cleanest superhero fantasies around. Peter Parker moves smoothly across Manhattan, battles iconic villains, upgrades gadgets, and balances hero work with a surprisingly personal story. The remastered version looks sharp on modern hardware and remains easy to jump into. I still love the rhythm of traversal and combat here. Even after newer sequels, this adventure remains an excellent starting point for Spider-Man fans everywhere, worldwide even today. Electric powers light up number 8 in Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales, a shorter adventure with a faster, more personal feel. Miles adds venom attacks, camouflage, and his own movement style to the familiar web-swinging formula. Snowy Harlem gives the city a different mood, and the smaller scope keeps the story focused. I think the tighter length actually works in its favor. You can finish it without a massive commitment, while still getting polished combat, traversal, and memorable superhero moments throughout. Gotham gets darker at number 9 with Batman Arkham Knight, where intimidation matters as much as raw strength.
Batman glides across the city, stalks armed enemies, chains brutal counters, and uses the Batmobile during major encounters. The combat still feels remarkably responsive, while Predator rooms reward clanning and patience. I honestly think the atmosphere remains hard to beat. It may be older than most games here, but its presentation and Batman fantasy still hold up incredibly well even today. Cosmic Chaos takes number 10 in Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, a story-driven adventure where Star-Lord leads a team that rarely agrees. You control Peter directly while calling on Gamora, Rocket, Groot, and Drax for special attacks. The constant conversations make the crew feel alive, even between battles. I really like how much personality the game packs into quieter moments. Its linear structure also keeps things moving, making this a strong pick for players tired of giant open worlds entirely. Anti-hero mayhem lands at number 11, with Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, letting Harley Quinn, Deadshot, King Shark, and Captain Boomerang tear through Metropolis. Movement is fast, gunplay stays busy, and each character traverses the city differently. Fighting corrupted Justice League members gives the campaign its strangest moments. I think the traversal is more fun than people give it credit for. It is messy, loud, and very different from Rocksteady's slower Batman games in its overall feel, even today. 4 protectors share number 12 in Gotham Knights, where Batgirl, Nightwing, Red Hood, and Robin defend Gotham after Batman is gone. Each hero has distinct combat tools, traversal abilities, and upgrade paths, while missions can be played solo or cooperatively. The city is packed with crimes and investigations between story chapters. I personally enjoy switching characters to change the rhythm. It is not Arkham, but treating the Bat family as a playable team gives it a clear, distinct identity overall today. Fighting game spectacle owns number 14 with Injustice 2, where DC heroes and villains settle arguments with ridiculous levels of force. Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Supergirl, and many others bring unique combos, special moves, and cinematic supers. Gear adds another layer for players who enjoy customizing their favorite characters. I still think the story mode is one of the genre's better campaigns. Even years later, the roster and presentation make it an easy superhero fighter to revisit easily anytime today. Anime-scale destruction hits number 15 in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, where superpowered battles explode across huge arenas. The roster is enormous, transformations happen mid-fight, and attacks can tear apart the environment while matches stay fast. Story scenarios revisit famous moments and also explore alternate outcomes. I really enjoy how unapologetically excessive the fights become. PlayStation itself groups it among superhero-style experiences, and it fits perfectly for anyone wanting speed, spectacle, and powers turned all the way up effortlessly even today. Online hero creation keeps number 16 alive in DC Universe Online, where you build your own powered character and enter a world filled with DC legends. You can fight beside Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, or lean toward villainy with their enemies. Missions, raids, gear, and long-term progression give it MMO depth. I like the freedom of creating a personal hero instead of borrowing one. It shows its age, but the fantasy of joining DC's universe still remains surprisingly appealing. Arcade brawling grabs number 17 with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, bringing the turtles back through colorful side-scrolling stages. Combat is quick, combos are easy to learn, and multiplayer turns every level into cheerful chaos. Familiar villains, locations, and callbacks give longtime fans plenty to recognize. I think the pacing is nearly perfect for short sessions. It never asks for complicated systems, yet chasing better runs and playing different characters keeps the simple fighting loop surprisingly fresh, even today. Roguelike structure powers number 18 in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splintered Fate, where each run sends the team through changing encounters. The turtles gain temporary upgrades, combine elemental effects, and push towards tougher bosses while learning enemy patterns. Cooperative play makes the action especially lively, though solo runs work well too. I really like how naturally the TMNT combat fits this format. Each failure still teaches you something, so repeating stages rarely feels like completely wasted time ever again. Turn-based tactics earns number 19 for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tactical Takedown, a smaller game that reimagines brawling through strategic movement. Each turtle approaches fights differently, arenas evolve during battles, and positioning matters more than rapid button presses. The comic-inspired presentation gives every mission a strong visual identity. I appreciate how confidently it avoids copying Shredder's Revenge. It is shorter and more focused than most superhero games here, making it an easy recommendation for strategy fans wanting something genuinely unusual. Nostalgia kicks in at number 20 with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Rita's Rewind, built like a modern tribute to classic arcade action. The Rangers punch through crowds, ride vehicles, and jump into larger battles inspired by the television show. Local multiplayer makes the chaos much better with friends. I genuinely enjoy how colorful and straightforward it feels. It doesn't need complicated progression or a huge map. You pick a ranger, start fighting, and let the old school energy carry it. Battle Royale Chaos takes number 21 in My Hero Ultra Rumble, where teams of anime heroes and villains fight using wildly different quirks. Mobility, support skills, ranged attacks, and close combat all matter depending on your character. The free-to-play structure makes it easy to sample without paying up front. I like how recognizable each fighter feels during busy matches. It can get hectic, but coordinating abilities with teammates creates satisfying moments that fit the My Hero Academia fantasy surprisingly well today. Brick-built villainy claims number 22 with LEGO DC Supervillains, flipping the usual superhero setup by letting bad guys run the show. You create a custom villain, explore familiar DC locations, solve puzzles, and fight alongside characters like Joker and Harley Quinn. The humor stays light, making it easy for families and younger players. I think the custom character idea adds a fun personal touch. It is older, but its huge DC roster still gives fans plenty to still enjoy today. Family-friendly action sits at number 23 in DC's Justice League Cosmic Chaos, starring Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. You can swap between the trio, use their signature abilities, and explore a colorful open area filled with missions and collectibles. Combat stays simple enough for younger players without removing every upgrade or challenge. I like how relaxed the adventure feels compared with darker DC games. It is a good option when you want superheroes without grim stories or overly complicated systems. Psychic powers take number 24 in Control Ultimate Edition, where Jesse Faden gradually becomes something close to a full superhero inside the mysterious oldest house. Telekinesis lets you throw furniture, concrete, and enemies, while levitation changes how you approach fights and exploration. The setting is strange, unsettling, and constantly shifting around you. I absolutely love how powerful movement becomes later on. It is not based on a comic license, but its abilities deliver an excellent modern superpowered fantasy even today. Closing at number 25, LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2 packs a huge roster into a colorful adventure spanning different eras and locations. Heroes and villains solve puzzles, fight enemies, and use unique powers while exploring Chronopolis. The humor keeps everything light, and local co-op makes it easy to share. I still think the character variety is the biggest attraction. It is older than most picks here, but Marvel fans can still find plenty of playful superhero moments throughout the campaign.